The three types of AI. Alright, let's talk about artificial intelligence, or AI. I mean, you hear that term thrown around everywhere, right? It's really a whole spectrum, from the AI that's already in your pocket to ideas that are. Pure science fiction. So today we're going to climb the ladder of AI and explore all three types, so let's start with the absolute basics. What is AI really? Well, at its core, it's just about making machines smart. The whole goal is to build something that can spot patterns, make decisions, and get better over time. A lot like how our brains work. But this is the key thing to remember. AI isn't just one finish line. It's way more like a ladder. We're sitting firmly on the first step right now, but the next few steps, well, they represent some massive, massive leaps in what machines are capable of. Okay, so first up is the AI you're already using every single day, probably without even realizing it. We call this Neuro AI, and its nickname, the Specialist, pretty much tells you everything you need to know. Think of it like this. A master chef is incredible at cooking, right? But you wouldn't ask them to fix your car. So yeah, it's a super powerful tool, but fundamentally, it's a one-trick pony. Your voice assistant can tell you the weather, no problem, but it can't have a real conversation with you about the weather. And let's be super clear, that is the only type of AI that actually exists in our world today. So let's climb up to the next step on the ladder. This is where we step away from what we have right now and we start looking at what scientists and engineers are dreaming about for tomorrow. Let's meet the all-rounder, what's officially known as Artificial General Intelligence, AGI for short. This is a huge leap. Forget the specialist. We are now talking about building a machine that has the flexibility of a human brain. An AI that could say, write a poem, then analyze a complex spreadsheet, and then teach itself a brand new game just for fun. This is pretty much the holy grail of AI research, a massive scientific challenge, and I gotta say it again, we are not there yet, not even close. So the difference is actually pretty simple when you break it down. Narrow AI is like a single perfectly shaped puzzle piece. It's focused, it's inflexible, but it's here today. General AI, on the other hand, is more like the human mind itself, able to figure out lots of different puzzles and adapt as it goes. And that for now remains the future goal. Alright, time for the final, most mind-bending idea. If general AI is like a human brain, then our third type, well, it's something way, way beyond than that. We're now entering the realm of science fiction and a really deep theoretical chats. Say hello to the super genius or super intelligence. The scale of this is almost impossible to really wrap your mind around. This isn't just an AI that's like a bit better at math. No, this is an intelligence that would surpass the best human minds in every single field that you can think of. From science and engineering to art and creativity, and maybe even social skills. I mean, the potential is just staggering. An AI like this could, in theory, solve our biggest problems. Things like curing diseases, fixing climate change, and maybe even figuring out interstellar travel. But of course, it also raises some really profound questions about control and safety, which is why it's a super serious topic of debate among scientists, even though it's still just a distant concept. Okay, let's take a breath and pull all of this together. We're going to do a quick recap of the entire journey from the AI that's on your phone right now to the AI that's still just an idea for the future. So here's our whole journey in one spot. Okay. We start with the specialist or narrow AI, which is the only type of AI we have in the real world today. The next step up is the all-rounder or general AI. That's the long-term dream for researchers. And then, way, way out there in the future is a super genius, an idea that is still purely theoretical. Now, I know all of this might sound a little abstract, but you don't just have to take my word for it. You can actually see today's AI, the narrow AI, in action for yourself, and in some really fun ways too. So here's a recommendation for you. Check out a game from Google called Semantris. It's this really cool word association game where you type in clues to try and guide a narrow AI. It is a fantastic hands-on way to get a real feel for how a machine thinks and makes connections with human language. Go see how good you are at giving clues to a machine, and that leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. If superintelligence ever did become a reality, what would we even do with it? If you had access to that super genius for just one day, what's the one problem you'd ask it to solve?